What is happening, you guys? And welcome to another episode of the Finn's Tailgate. I am your host, El Capitan, and tonight on the tailgate party that never seems to end and stop, we are going to go over some free agents, some in the building, some out on the streets, some yeses and some nos. I've got 10 names that are Dolphins players. 5 I think we should try to bring back. 5 I think we need to say goodbye to. And then there's also 5 or 10 names that I have, 5 free agents that are out there on the market I think we should, try to bring in, and 5 names I think we should steer clear from at all costs. And I'll give you the reasons why. But also, guys, got some news updates. Tua had his birthday, was a shindig. We'll talk about that. Maybe I'll pull up one of the people who posted it on Twitter, and I'll show you the shindig video if you haven't seen it. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll get into the conspiracy theories around it. I'll tell you some good ones that I've heard from some people about some conspiracy theories about Tua's birthday party bash, which I found would be kind of funny. And I love me a good old conspiracy theory. Boy, you got something that doesn't appear to be what it is, and some other nonsense going on, and there's a conspiracy theory on it. I want to hear it because I don't believe nothing. My eyes, unless I'm there in person, I'm willing to hear the theories. You know what I'm saying? Which is fun. I don't care if, whatever. If it drives me into madness as the years go on, so be it. Whatever. I don't care. Also, guys, we'll touch on the Byron Jones situation. Some interesting things going on with him. You guys probably seen the DTA Dolphins debrief on that. But we'll go into that as well. Some other stuff going on there. But guys, make sure on your way in, you're hitting the like button, subscribing if you're new. If you're watching on Facebook, Twitch, or Twitter, you're going to need to come make the mild journey over to YouTube and get in on the network. This is where the hub is for the time being, and we want everyone to come over and be a part of the family, the Finn's Tailgate family. You'll come over, you'll subscribe, you'll get in on conversation, and every now and again we drop the links, have you guys come up, tell us what you think, and have a good time. This is a tailgate party. It's meant to be for all shapes, sizes, and craziness. Different fans, of different teams or even members on the channel, and I appreciate you guys. And we get into it all, man. We really do. It's a tailgate party, guys. And if you ever been to a live sporting event and been to the tailgate, you'll see that this is the digital tailgate. That's what the idea is. So everybody in here, make sure you're hitting the like button, checking out all the great content we have on the network. We got the Fins Tailgate, myself. We got the Rabid Dolphin with Lou. We got color commentary coming at you. Hopefully, we get some coffee and a cup of color here real soon. You got DTA doing the Dolphins debriefs with the shorts and the funny videos. He's also going to be, doing some stuff with Lewis. Lewis and him are going to be doing some midday stuff to keep everyone, engaged. You got Late Night Exhale and Broken Takes with our main man, Ali. Really enjoyed the last Broken Takes episode. I thought it was very awesome. Cash App, Venmo, some great ways to support the channel. You guys can also support the channel through the links in the description for Fanatics, officially licensed, official partnered Fanatics links in the description. Also, a link in the description to our gear. Got all kinds of good stuff. Got some really cool new stuff coming down the pike. It's actually available now, but we're working with how we're going to get you guys stuff, have fresh stuff, instantly new stuff. It's gonna be great. Also Doobie, partnered with Doobie here, Doobie Energy Drinks. Make sure you guys are hitting that link and checking all that good stuff out. Doobie. And then Backroom Collections, guys, partners, friends of the family. TFTG will get you 10% off of all of your purchases from those guys. They do some great one-of-a-kind canvas art. Really cool stuff. You guys should check it out. At the very minimum, they got some great stuff, and you can always get 10% off the price when you go and buy their stuff on the link and use TFTG offer code. Oh, great ways to support the channel as well, guys, is become a member. You can super chat is always great. We love super chat. It's a great way to get the conversation engaged. Chat gets lit up every now and again, and you want to see your comment up there, and you want someone up here, myself or whoever else is hosting, to make sure to get to your comment. A great way to make sure it's always read and always, your questions answered through the super chat. And you're supporting the channel. Really appreciate it. Also, we like when you guys become members of the channel. We've got Bills fans that are members to the channel. We've got, people who are just fans of the channel, and some, NFL fans that are members. So we appreciate all you guys and all of your engagement and all. Oh damn, my thing was all leaned up. I was wondering what the hell was going on with my stuff. It was all messed up on my table. All right. All right, I think we got this now. I thought it was on only two legs. Dang. Shout out to everybody in chat getting in here. Fins up 74 early, and then California, and then Kung Fu Tuna. Got ourselves the member up in this Michael K. Had a nice conversation with Michael the other day about some stuff maybe coming down the pike. We'll have a good time. Facebook user nameless, and now you're talking football. Always talking football. I wish I could see who that was. See, this is why Facebook, which I love Facebook. Let's be real. Facebook has got a lot of great interactions. But sometimes I guess if they're not watching on the TFTG Facebook channel and they're watching through some of the groups, it doesn't show me who that is that says now you're talking football. I wonder who that is. Come over to YouTube and subscribe over here on YouTube, and I'll know exactly who you are. John, my guy, what's up, John? Hit that like button, everybody. Let's get those likes up. We got 50 plus in the room, and we've got only 24 likes. So please, guys, hit the like button. It helps the algorithm in such a way to get it pumping. It gets the people to know that the stream has gone active. Scott in here. What's happening, Scott Jackson? Been hanging around for a minute, dog. DTA family member and TFTG DTA. What's going on, buddy? Dolphineer, what's good, fam? B McD. Hello. Hello, governor. Hello, B McD. Amicus, what is happening? Going on. Another Bills. See, listen, look at this, guys. You Dolphin fans. I appreciate all you guys that come around, members, mods, everything like that, all you guys. But I mean, we got two Bills diehards that are members to the channel. And they're putting y'all to shame, bro. They're putting you guys to shame. They are literally taking over part of your organization in that way. I mean, you gotta hand it to them. They're like, "Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna make this aqua and orange and white. I'm gonna make it red, white, and blue." And then I bet you guys feel real patriotic with your red, white, and blue. I mean, I can't shit on the colors. Like it's freaking anti me. JM, what's going on, buddy? Jamie, what it is? What's up, buddy? Fire up a doobie with a doobie, California. Oh, digging the Orlando, huh? Yeah. If you're looking for the nightlife Orlando stuff, like Orlando's got the nightlife. Like when I was in my 20s, first of all, I dubbed Orlando the land of the walking dead. So on the real, like when you do the whole, I don't know. It's weird because like when you say scene kids, like I think of like emo kids. You know what I'm saying? They're like scene kids, like their hair's over their face. And I don't mind the music so much. I actually dig it. But I think of the Orlando scene kids is like everybody's doing, well, it used to be ecstasy, now it's Molly. Everyone's up till 3 a.m. and then they're in the after party. They're in the you'll be downtown Orlando and you'll see like one of the friggin' places and it'll be like and there'll be colors and stuff all in there, and that's somebody's house. So like if you're looking for the party, Orlando's got the party. And the house parties are just as good. But remember when you are partying in Florida, that like it is Florida and like people are loving, accepting, and everything. But there's always a couple of us guys that are like, oh yeah, that guy's from out of town. We'll roll him when we leave here. Like he's an asshole. So watch your back, keep your P's and Q's, be cool, and usually you'll get cool. Cap for life, member up in this mo. What's good, Cap? My guy. How goes it, buddy? Ray J, what's up? Hello, Ray J. Canes 1989. What's going on, buddy? Canes and Dolphins 89. I see you've done it in. Done change it. You do that, you change it sometimes. Adam up in here, member up in this mug. Appreciate you, Adam. What's going on, bud? Bill's door is closing fast. Sea Dog Dean. Yeah, the Bills door is closing fast. I mean, what do you do if you're the Bills? What do you do? Do you they've got free agents that they're probably gonna lose, especially on the defense's side. Do they try to go younger and take their defensive, you know, scheme and continue to influx with young guys on cheaper contracts and then build on the offensive side? I think, I mean, they did pick up listen, the day I seen the Von Miller signing, I said, "Oh, this is gonna hurt him." And this year with Von Miller getting hurt, and hurt. It hurty McHurtenstein all over them because and I remember when Von Miller got hurt and it was announced. I think it was like week 12, week 13, some shit like that. And they announced it, yeah, Von Miller's out for the season. And I was like, well, there goes the Bills' excuse for no Super Bowl this year because it's a Von Miller that's going to take it to happen with what they had. Now, what are they going to do? Do you go offense? Seen Von Miller, hanging out with Derrick Henry, which I don't know if you guys seen the picture, but Derrick Henry is a mountain, bro. He's bigger than Von Miller, and he's a running back. I hope you guys do sign Derrick Henry because it'll be more money wasted and it not working out. But Derrick Henry, could you imagine Derrick Henry on that offense? Whoa, that would be crazy. It'd be hard to beat that team. It's already hard to beat that team. You put a guy like that on there, it'd be pretty dope. Money Mitch, what's going on, buddy? Archie Minim Archie Minnis. What's up, buddy? Fins up. Joe. What's going on, Joe? Member up in here. How goes it, my bud? Oh, yeah, they're just not used to good content. I know. You had a snow in Southern California and Cocaine Bear came out of same weekend. Coincidence? I think not. I don't think so. I know what you're talking about. And is that snow just the stuff from the trains causing the heat? Yeah. We know this. It's what the kids call it now, Sea-Dog. Aquavision, my guy, what's going on, buddy? Josh, hello. Dope signed helmet. Digging that in the picture. Sweet. Tony B. Most people in Florida are over 70, so probably yeah, yes and no, Tony. Like, we've had these last 4 years in Florida, like, such an influx of, like, younger classed, people, like, people anywhere from, like, 29 to, like, 50 are just moving here that are still working class, young. Um, it's created a strain on our housing market here, to be honest with you. Like, the locals are either stuck where they're at, um, and we've kind of run out of houses. And the banks here, that's a little bit off topic, but the banks here have been like holding on to like foreclosures and bank owned properties to prevent the situation we're in. And soon they're going to be slow rolling out these foreclosures and bank owned properties, because the new housing market can't keep up with the influx of people that are coming to Florida. It's just there's not enough old houses. There's a good lull in like from like the late 90s to like now where other than houses being built, communities weren't built. Like it's like when I was younger, they like in the early 90s and stuff, they would build like a community, whether it had a gate or not. There was like one entrance and one exit, and it was called something, and all the houses kind of looked like the same. And then they kind of got away from that, and they would build like areas. They would build like Wellington, and I know that's from West Palm, and it would be like an area, and there would be some communities, but a lot of houses and stuff like that. And they kind of after these big places, there was nothing else. It was just houses spread out, and it kind of like met its mix, for lack of a better term. And now we're playing catch up as far as the housing market goes around here. It's just weird. It's a weird thing. So, hope everybody's hit the like button. That would be cool. Let's get into the Tua Tagovailoa birthday thing. Let me go ahead and pull this up. So, for all you guys who haven't seen it, I'll pull up the video. A couple people on Twitter, like Bobby Schaus and King of Finland, they posted some of the videos here and there, and Rick Ross is there. I can't really tell. Like, let me go ahead and pull this up. Here's the King of Finland post right here. I don't really want to say. I don't want. Trying to get the audio all up in here. I don't want to get bammed. But like,
let's make some noise for my brother Tua right here, y'all. Not only is he a living legend, an amazing athlete, but he's also the great example of what a man should be, a young man should be. You dig? Not only is he my neighbor, but this is my little bro. You dig?
Tua Tagovailoa.
A quick gift, just a little, just showing a little love, just showing.
So, all right, here's this one. Let me pull up the other video. We'll continue watching this, but I'll tell you the conspiracies after we watch one or two of these quick
Y'all
bits.
show my dog some love. You see. Welcome to Miami. I had to give you some of that real Miami 305 hood vibe. You feel me? You feel me? We had to keep it street. We had to keep it Kansas City. We had to keep it 305. You get it? Y'all make some noise for Tua. We love you, bro.
So that was one of the videos. Let me grab the other one that Bobby Souse had. This is the one how all the money ended up on the stage. Listen, looked like a great party. Looked like everybody's having a good old time. And you know, love me a good party. We were just talking about O Town, so let me pull this up real quick. Here we go. Here the guys are. Yeah. Hold on, I can't. I'm gonna get whammied on the copyrights on the thing. I mean, Tua looking like he's having a good old time, bro. Good for him. It's your birthday. Dance like it's your birthday. All that stuff. Looks like a good time. But so the conspiracy theory coming out after. Damn, CCRR just taking shot. I gave him a real helmet for his birthday. So, they're making it rain. Somebody there, started on one of my group text things. They were like, oh, oh man, it was so funny that that this was like a production. Like he had a party, had some family and a couple people there, but that like none of the Dolphins players showed up. That's the conspiracy. Um, a lot of the Dolphins players weren't even invited. That's the conspiracy. That the party is in a big venue, but as you can hear on the audio, there wasn't a lot of people there. Tua's not really well liked amongst his Miami teammates. That was the stuff that is going through the conspiracy, and I love me a good conspiracy, bro. I think it's just that. It's just all fun and just poking at them and stuff like that. I'm sure some of the guys made it there, and I'm sure, maybe some of the guys he didn't invite, like I don't think Mike Gesicki got the invite, even though I feel like Mike Gesicki's been pretty well friended to it. I don't know. But then I had posted on Twitter after, we were talking about this. About this on a thread. I posted that video and I said, man, it looks like hold on, let me see what I got here. I don't know why God, I hate doing this. Denied. Let me see exactly what I said when I posted it, so I don't misquote myself. Where the hell is it? Maybe I just commented, but I said something along the lines that like, yeah, I'd be interested to know what teammates came there, Everyone was tired from the bike ride. That's a bullshit. Ain't nobody too tired to party, bro. Not when you're having a party, you're gonna be throwing money around and stuff. What you mean? Like Rick Ross is gonna be there. Everybody should be beating down the door to go to this party, Anyhow, they were saying, I said, I wonder which players went there, and then somebody put on the comment, they go, yeah, we want to know which ones didn't come because those guys are getting canceled out of this fan base. I was like, damn, got them with a quickness too. Look, it is all in good fun. Plenty of people have things going on in the off season. players and stuff like that. Um, I don't know. I do think it was. Ooh, I don't know, Robert. Was Pete invited to the I think Pete was. I think Pete's gas station source was invited. Again, I don't know which players made it. I would think that, as close as Tyreek Hill is to Tua, he should have been there, right? Like, I'm assuming and then, like, here's the thing. If somebody's there at the party and they're doing this dance and throwing around the money and having a good time, like, probably quick time come out, stuff like that, but we've seen some of the pictures, him with Rick Ross. I just think that, more of the pictures might surface over time. As far as which players were there, was Jalen Waddle there? Then again, is Jalen Waddle in town? Yeah, Ray. That's what I'm saying. Was Tyreek there? Was was Waddle there? Was Armstead? Armstead's a rapper. Rick Ross is there. I know Armstead and Rick Ross have done stuff together. Was Armstead there? I know it's a speculatory thing and it's kind of just needling at it. It's not like okay, it's like you have a birthday party. How many of the people that you go to work with, that your work friends, do you bring to your personal stuff? You know what I'm saying? I just also think that there's something to be said that, like, you guys seen the movie Draft Day, right? And the number one pick, white boy quarterback or something like that, in the movie that they were talking about picking, and that is coach of the team, which was the Browns in the movie, and the owner, they were like, "You're picking this guy. He's an overall. He's gonna be the dude." And then he found out that he threw a birthday party, and none of the football team members came to his birthday party. And he was like, "What? None of them came?" He's like, "Yeah, no, none of them came to his party. It was the whole school was there partying because he's the elite quarterback, the sports quarterback, but none of his team mates showed up for his birthday party." Hmm. I don't know. Just saying, you know. I know it's just all for fun. Yeah, was Mike McDaniel there? Was, any of the players that the media portrays as like best friends with Tua? Were those guys there? Were the guys that were on his Alabama team there? Like, did Raekwon Davis come up? I don't know. Did any players go? I would say this. If it was his birthday party and it's not like, hey, it's his birthday party, him and the family grilled out back. No, we just seen the thing. It's a literal stage set up. There's lights. They got a DJ and shit. They're dropping money from the ceiling. They're dropping money from the ceiling. This is a show. This is a production. Nobody came? Was anybody invited? Did anybody want to come? Was no one invited? Because if no one was invited to this production, then was it just that? Was it a show? What's going on here? I don't know. Again, we can speculate. We could even say whatever. I don't know. I'll leave that up for you guys to decide. But as close as the media portrays, Mike Gesicki and Tua are really tight. That was the year before last. Tyreek Hill and Tua and Waddle are super tight. I don't know about you guys, but anyone I'm super tight with and is close enough on a birthday party that they're throwing down with a DJ and money falling from the ceiling, I ain't missing that shit. Rick Ross is there. How am I going to miss it? It's the party. Of course I'm going to make it. So no, Ryder, I'm saying it's not a Dolphins production. No, buddy. No. I think the Tungavaloa camp has a great producing team. They've got a PR team, production team, uh, around their product that is un unparalleled by anyone. No one does it as good as they do it. They are great at what they do. Hats off to them. Hats off to them and how they do their job. So, like a wedding, Aaron, is a little bit different, uh, because, like, weddings are kinda personal, um, usually it's families. You got enough family coming there. Now, if one of the guys is your best man and he's a player on there, that's different. But like a birthday party, it's a party. You're already putting together an event. And by the video that I seen, no dollar was spared. They're popping bottles, throwing money. They had so much money they spent it, they were dropping it from the ceiling in party time. So when I say something like that, like, who's not gonna wanna show up? You just invite people. I'm already spending all the money. I'm sure there was food there, probably fire ass food too. Probably had, it's a luau, so they probably had, like, a hog and everything like that. Must've been awesome. Damn, Tony B says they shoulda hired more extras for that stage. I mean, yeah, maybe, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Do they need to hire more extras? No, not extras. Oh, no, that means he can't get people to show up. I I mean, look, I'm just poking fun along with the fun that was poked. Um, anyhow, yeah, we will, we'll reconvene. Again, look, conspiracy for sure, and we can theorize. I don't know, that stage could have been up high and everyone was down low. It didn't look like the chick that was next to whoever was filming was down low, but maybe there was lower spots or something, or maybe they were up high on like a balcony. I don't know. And maybe more pictures will come out later on. Tua's wearing that same thing he's wearing now. And, they're at the party and there's Tyreek Hill and his whatever or whatnot. Um, again, when I see a production put on like that, like everybody coming, right? I've thrown parties where I'm like, "Hey, it's gonna be a big one. Don't miss it," and put together some shit in places. I'm not gonna give y'all too much on that because I don't do all that no more. But everybody came, everybody partied down. So I didn't allow pictures at my parties though. I need plausible deniability in case some shit go down. Feel me? So damn, CC. All the girls were at Lamar's party. That's a low blow, buddy. That's a low blow. Let's get them likes up, guys. Let's get them likes up. So, Byron Jones. I mean, can't talk about it. Statue. Yeah, not yet. Anyhow, you know. No, buddy. That's just one of the freaking 10 topics I'm talking about. I'm just saying, Jose. It's one of the plenty of topics I'm talking about, buddy. That's all. It was just the first one I started on. And happy birthday to Tua. Looked like a freaking awesome shindig. And next time, send your boy an invitation. I promise you'll have me in those videos. I'll be up there shirtless dancing with that other dude. Right now, dog. I ain't shook. I'm a party guy. I'm down for it. I'm ready. No red carpet rider. I'm saying, ooh, yeah, Shelby, there was a Flores sighting. And our very own member, Bill's Mafia guy, was there. Amicus was there. he was in doing the Orlando thing, but he did make a whatchamacallit there. It's the off season. It is the most important thing. Yeah, I would totally roll up in there straight purpled out, dog. They'd be like, "Oh, here comes Capitan." Like, yeah, have my driver drop me off and shit. Just a Uber. So, all right. So yeah, I'm sure you guys have all heard about Byron Jones. And he had some interesting things in his tweets. And he tweeted them. And essentially, we're saying, as a professional athlete, 8 years, the pills, the shots, stuff like that, it's not worth it for the chronic pain that he's in now. Also, that he can't run and jump the way he used to. And, you know, I got to be honest, and no offense to Byron Jones, because I'm sure he is in pain. And I know he's played good football, but he's not like he was a big contact guy. Let's call it for what it is. It wasn't like Byron Jones was like a mauler out there. He's listen, he gets his fair share of contact like everybody else. But when he starts talking about things like that, it's just I wonder, you know, is I get who he's talking to, and I forget the name of the player that just won a lawsuit. I think it was either won or filed a lawsuit about. He won a medical lawsuit. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. So, Michael Cox, former NFL player, won a medical lawsuit with the Giants. He was the running back. He won $28 million in a lawsuit, claims that a doctor cost him his career. It was a medical malpractice suit. Uh, yeah, $20 million ain't nothing to sneeze at. And yes, Cap, so did OJ. And we do know this, that there has been doctors that push you to do things. You do them. They give you the T shot, the pills, whatever. We know how some of these players have ended up with addictions and things of that. And it's a sad shit, man. I mean, it sucks. I don't want to make light of that situation. Um, but at the same time, dude, I gotta say, what what would you sacrifice for the type of life Byron can live? And I get it, there's medical problems potentially, but guess what? No different than me with knee problems from being on my hands and knees doing flooring. You know what I'm saying? No different than a lot of other people who got back problems from their jobs, a furniture mover, a freaking roofer. You know what I'm saying? Like we all sustain injuries, whether and listen, those are physical ones. The people who, stuck in a cubicle all day, they literally have mental problems. You go to bed at night and you dream of your job and it's weighing on you and the stresses of that. We all go through this. We all want to just be happy and just do whatever the fuck I want to do. I would love that and have self-made money. So Byron Jones has made hell of a lot of money in his career. A hell of a lot. And got to be upwards of $100 million throughout his 8 years in the NFL. That's a lot, bro. 8 years of my life for close to $100 million. Let's say 50 after all the taxes and shit I wasted. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. I can figure the rest of my life out with my $50 million left over. And there is the circumstance where you know, does he retire? If he retires pre-June, he voids his contract. Now, I love a good conspiracy theory. I just got through telling you guys about it. I'm gonna take these headphones out because I don't know why I have them in. I love me a good conspiracy theory. Now we do know, well, speculatory, but I heard through my sources that we do know that the Dolphins tried to shake him down last year and potentially wanted to trade him away. In which case, I am guessing now with further information coming out, the Dolphins knew and know about his potential long-term health, not his long-term health in the short term and now isn't good, which is probably why they tried to figure a way to restructure his contract, get some money, and make it more palatable to potentially trade him last year. And I feel like he found out about that. And he said, "You know what? I'm doing the surgery." Went the way of the surgery, and his rehab didn't go well, and it continued to go bad and spiraled. And because of this spiraling, I think he's gonna blame the Dolphins for pushing him to come back. We heard all year he's coming back week 3, week 4. Dude, I heard from my sources that he was coming week 11 and like right around week 4, week 5 that it was a certainty and that essentially if he didn't come back by week 11 through my sources, he was dead to the football team. He was dead. Now we did hear the rumblings and stuff like that, and I told you guys at the time of the rumors maybe he'll come back in the playoffs, but I didn't hear nothing about that. That was just the rumors that were rolling around on all the social media accounts. What I heard was that if he didn't come back by week 11, that he was dead to the football team. And I think he knows it. And I think he knows that with along with his medical, that he's not going to get paid the money that he's getting paid now to play with the Dolphins anywhere else by any other team. And once they go over his medical stuff, because the teams, get rights to see that stuff, he knows it too. And so I think if he retires pre-June 1st, he voids the rest of his contract. Now, I don't really know in the details, but I want to say the cap goes back to the Dolphins. You know, I I want to say I remember reading an article back when the Dolphins had Formula One racing come by in Miami and they had the teams out there. I want to say that uh he Byron Jones, he was like interested in like getting involved in Formula One and racing and stuff like not personally, but like purchasing like money, like owning the team or part of a team and getting in on that finances. And that was back when the Dolphins had rolled out the red carpet for him and they were trying to work out a deal and everything like that. I just wonder that, he's walking around wearing his designer clothes and sunglasses and thinking, you know what, this is a pretty good life outside of football. And maybe the Dolphins will make him happy. He got paid a whole year and didn't have to play. Is the Dolphins going to, is Ross going to work something out with him behind closed doors to get him to retire and him get all the cap back? Or is it going to be a post June thing? Sense would tell you that it's just going to be a post June cut. The Dolphins will save, I think it's $13.4 million to the cap by cutting him and he'll retire after June 1st. And that'll be the end of it. Byron will make his cut money and yada, yada, yada. I don't know. But because Byron Jones has now essentially hinted on Twitter and on other things that he is physically unable to perform and he's contemplating retirement, do the Dolphins have a case to work it out by saying, hey, look, we paid this guy all year. He's retiring now. We're doing this. I get the contract situation. There might be a way in which the Dolphins figure some way to get some of that money back. K2, my mom passed yesterday. She's a lifelong Dolphins fan. I'm gonna have a hard time this year without her. Man, KS2, buddy, I am so sorry, man. Shout out to you and your family who are going through a terrible thing, dude. I'm so sorry, buddy. Like my heart goes out to you and your family. Stick around, man. We'll do our best to get you through this season as a Dolphin fan. It's gonna be extra hard without family there, but we will keep it light, fun, and happy as like we do around here. And God bless you and your family. And I'm sorry about it, buddy. My condolences all day. And you're always got a home here with us, buddy. So keep coming around. Dang, dude, sucks. It's terrible. Hmm. So, yeah, Byron Jones. I just wonder what's gonna happen financially with the Dolphins to get in and do that. And yeah, she was excited about seeing Zach. God bless Zach getting in too, man. Like another big deal, dude. That sucks, buddy. At least she knows, being a diehard Dolphin fan, that Zach got taken care of. Hopefully that gave her some peace of mind as far as her fandom goes. But yeah, the I just wonder what's going to happen financially. Is there a way in which the Dolphins, whether he retires pre-June or they can make their case to the NFL that says like, look, we had a doctor that did this surgery. He went, he never recovered, he retired afterwards. I don't know. I do know that there's some kind of I've heard of teams getting cap back when players retire. Um, Details will be out later down the line. I don't know the ins and outs, all that. I don't know the language in which the contract is written either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Can the Dolphins change the language in the contract now? Do they have some form of written in option? These contracts are freaking that thick, dude. They're like a whole notepad full of stuff. There's lawyers on all sides, all that good stuff. Is there something where him retiring and he can receive some kind of like, I don't know, severance package in a way in which the Dolphins can recoup money for their I don't know. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, odd. So, now we'll get to the meat and potatoes that I got here. What, dude, for real? Like, me too, buddy. I am a diehard Zach Thomas fan. Like, your mom is ride or die with the Dolphins doing that, man. That is amazing that she's gonna have her jersey, her Zach Thomas jersey with her. God bless her. I love Zach to me too. KS2 is like the reason well, I mean, listen, I grew up in South Florida. I was gonna always be a diehard Dolphin fan, but the guy I emulated on the field, the guy I wanted to play like, um, I mean, offense, yeah, I watched Dan and OJ and the rest of them. Just I loved the whole deal, but defensively, I was tuned in every week for the Dolphins to watch Zach Thomas work. He was so amazing. It was a crime that they made the man wait this long, but they've made it right by putting him in the hall, and it's awesome. Zach Thomas is all-time great. So, guys, hit the like button. Let's delve into the meat and potatoes, like I said, of what the show was going to be about. And there's some free agents And you know what? I do have two lists of 10 names, and they're gonna be broken in yes and no. So I'll try to make a uh, a poll so I can get where the beat of you guys are. But before we get going, we're closing up to the 1 hour mark. Guys, make sure you're checking out all the great content we have here on the network. We got myself, the Finn's Tailgate. We got Lewis, the Rabbit Dolphin. We got color commentary coming at you, hopefully with some coffee and a cup of color here really, really soon. DTA doing the Dolphins debriefs, the shorts, the short videos that are, funny. And gonna be doing some middays with the Rabbit Dolphin here. Just open forum panel shows so you guys can come up. We can have, just some stuff to keep everyone engaged and have a good time. Then we have Late Night Exhale and Broken Takes with our main man, Ali. Shake Money's going to be getting some stuff put together as well. Cash App, Venmo, the Finn's Tailgate, great ways to support the channel. You can also support the channel through Super Chat. Awesome way, guys. Get on YouTube, send some Super Chats. Great way to help support us and become a member of the channel. Members will get exclusive access on early content as the summer pans out. And also, guys, early announcements to the members of some changes coming around here. You guys will see what's up. Also, link in the description for Fanatics.
New seasons, new gear. Show the world what it means to be a fan in 100% authentic gear. Fanatics, officially licensed everything.
Link in the description for Fanatics, guys. Also, guys, link in the description for our gear. Again, like I said, we got some new gear coming down the pike. Can't wait for you guys to check it out and see what you guys think. Some of the OG stuff will always be available around here. Pick you guys self some gear. And then check out our partners at Doobie Energy Drinks. They got some good stuff. Have a doobie what you do be, and you can do be the best you can be. Thank you. And then, guys, our friends at Backroom Collections still giving you guys 10% off with offer code TFTG at checkout. You will get 10% off. Just go check out what they got going on. You'll enjoy it. So, boom. Wait, boom. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So, here we go. Oh, really, Adam? I didn't know that, buddy. You became a Dolphins fan in 2019. Didn't really have football watching up or play it. Well, welcome, buddy. You know it, Adam. What? You done went backwoods? That's good. Hey, listen, we accept them all, Adam. You already know, buddy. So, okay. Free agents. Dun dun dun. So, free agents that the Dolphins should look at on their team that I think are guys they should consider keeping around. You know what? Some of these names are a little bit, you'll know them right off the bat. You guys be like, heck yeah. Some of them you're going to be able to save money on. And by saving money on and re-signing them, you help alleviate, a bidding war for a free agent out there or needing to draft a guy. So let's start from the top. First name I have on the list, Trey Flowers. And you guys remember seeing Trey Flowers, played on the line, D line, obviously. And I felt like his impact was good enough to keep around for the money that I think he'll command. It'll be around $2 million. You know what I'm saying? Veteran minimum type thing. He was a decent enough teammate. Guys around the locker room liked him. I think as far as a depth piece, a guy who can play inside the D line, outside as D end in some situations, I think a guy like Fangio needs guys like this on his team low cap number guys, great depth pieces. I think Trey Flowers is a great signing. Now, if we go young and find somebody that we want to put in there, then yeah, okay, Trey Flowers might find himself on the outs. But rather than like John Jenkins, who I do like as well, I would pick Trey Flowers over John Jenkins to be on this football team as a depth piece guy for the money that is going to be allocated for his position. So, second name I have on here, kind of the same circumstance as far as money allocated, what we need to put in there, stuff like that. Melvin Ingram. Melvin Ingram to me, you know, he ended up getting injured and stuff like that, but he's a guy in which the money you're going to pay him, you're going to get the output. He had sacks last year. He plays that outside linebacker role. They dropped him out into coverage in the soft spots of the zone, out there in the flat every now and again. He can still rush the passer. And now you got Chubb and Phillips, who's Phillips' role is only expanding as his career continues. Uh, you gotta have a guy in rotation out there between those two dudes and Melvin Ingram. He knows the scheme. He lives in Miami. You could give him veteran minimum. It's an easy fit to me bringing Melvin Ingram back here. I would be. I don't want to say shocked because nothing shocks me. Well, I don't know about that, but this wouldn't shock me anyhow. Melvin Ingram not being brought back as a depth piece. I gotta look at Fangio's. Gotta go. Yeah, I want Melvin Ingram on my football team. You know what I'm saying? Another guy, and you guys have heard me talk about this dude a bunch too. Nick Needham. I want Nick Needham back on this football team. He's already alluded on Twitter that he wants to be back on the Dolphins. And also, he's kind of, in so many words, alluded that he's willing to accept a team friendly type of contract, even a 1-year thing to prove himself. That's what he's kind of alluded to. Now, I would say be smart, Miami. Sign Nick Needham to a series of 1-year contracts, but a 3-year deal. So if his injury from his Achilles doesn't work out and you paid him, say, $4 million, or what have you, and guaranteed monies, and you got to let him go, or if he doesn't get in till, week 4, 5, or 6, because they got to slow roll him out for his Achilles injury, then it's not, not too much. Or if he can't grasp the Fangio, what he wants to use from him, then nothing lost. But I think once Nick Needham's back on a football field, whether it's as a special teams guy, if that's what you end up having to use him in it because someone else younger or a different guy is playing his role and there's just no point, a depth piece or a starter. We know Nick Needham can play all the DB roles, whether he's playing nickel, whether he's playing safety, whether you take your chances on keeping him on the boundary, which that's probably where he's at his least. But in this Fangio scheme where they keep a lot of stuff out in front of him, I think Nick Needham's perfect. I think he's put on a little bit of weight. I think he'd be great as like that third safety rotation guy that comes in there and plays the jack role as the linebacker up, but it's a DB. It'll confuse quarterbacks. I think he's a cheap option, and you guys can sign him on a good, decent deal that'll work out great. Another guy, something we're looking at. A lot of these guys I'm thinking are, fairly team friendly as far as finances go. Brandon Shell. We saw a lot of Brandon Shell this year. Look, dude, he's better than Jackson. Let's be real. For the money we paid him, for the money we're paying Austin Jackson, Brandon Shell is twice the player Austin Jackson is, as far as how much money you're wasting on Austin Jackson. He's killing you 2 times. Not playing well or not playing at all, which we'll put that as one, and how much you paying his ass to not do the shit properly. Like, I'm tired of this guy. He's not going anywhere, but bring back Brandon Shell. He's a good rotation dude, swing tackle. I think he does a little bit better on the left, but I feel like if they plugged him in and said, hey, we're going to let you compete for the starting right tackle spot, I think you get something good out of that guy. So the next guy I have on this list is as a yes for the Dolphins to pick up one of their own free agents. This guy is somebody I want back on here. I could see him leaving. I could see him being priced out, that another team offers him more money that Miami's just not willing to match. Andrew Van Ginkel. Bro, please bring back Andrew Van Ginkel. Please. I think Andrew Van Ginkel is a guy that, unless someone pays him a stupid amount of money, whatever you end up paying Andrew Van Ginkel, he will be worth every dime you give that man. He is such a try hard type of dude, just flies around, does his job. I love players like Andrew Van Ginkel. These dudes to me are they're the lifeblood of a really healthy football team. I think that if you don't have Andrew Van Ginkel type dudes on your football team, you're probably either in rebuild or you got old dudes that are timing out. But if the Dolphins can bring back Andrew Van Ginkel, and they do have some stuff, I believe that they could offer him finances as far as what they're willing to do to keep him. I would be interested if Fangio would put him as like an off-ball linebacker like he did a little bit in college. I know everybody wants pass rushers and use him as that outside linebacker on the line where he can, use his speed and his stuff like that, and he can do that. But I would be interested to see him off-ball, fitting gaps, you know, uh, keeping his zone clear in the passing game, filling in holes in the run game, blitzing the quarterback from beyond there if nobody's there for him to get. I would like him in that role. I gotta say though, I feel like he's gonna go to Minnesota. I feel like, that he's from that area, Wisconsin and stuff. His wife's family, his family, they're all up in that area. I really feel like Flores becoming the defensive coordinator over there is gonna pluck him away from these Dolphins. And I think whether it's them or another team that picks up Andrew Van Ginkel, they will be getting a diamond in the rough. No different than how the Dolphins got Zach Sealer and what he is to this football team. Will Andrew Van Ginkel, in his contract, being a paid professional, not under a rookie deal, he will have that type of impact on whatever team he plays for, whether it is the Dolphins or another team. Shout out to Chef Zhu. What's up, buddy? I see you in here. Salute, buddy. Member up in this month. Ambassador, Chef Zhu. If I recall correctly, Chef. Somebody might be vying for your job, Chef Zhu. Someone asked me the other day, I'm not going to name them, but they were like, hey, what's it take to become the ambassador of the Fins Tailgate? I said, honestly, I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see, what happens. But I said, Chef Zhu kind of, coined up for that. He wanted that ambassador spot. But we'll see. So yeah, again, real quick, Trey Flowers, Andrew Van Ginkel, Melvin Ingram, Nick Needham, Brandon Shell. I like all five of those guys. I think they can be brought back on deals that are worth it. I think the guy who costs the most, hands down, is Andrew Van Ginkel. I don't think it's going to be an astronomical type number. And I think whatever you would pay Andrew Van Ginkel, he would earn every cent of the deal, like I said. So I'm going to go now to 5 Dolphins free agents I don't want to see us re-sign. So, first on this list, and this is pretty easy, Adam Shaheen. I know. You're like, what? Adam Shaheen's still a Dolphin last year? Yeah, he was. That guy has robbed us in this joint. Adam Shaheen, good tight end when we've seen him in some aspects, but is Adam Shaheen like even gonna ever play football again? Didn't he get like concussions or something? I don't know. Where did this guy go? Where is he? What happened there? I don't want us needing a tight end, okay? And then the articles and the team, Adam Shaheen is a cheap deal. He'll give us the minimum to come back 1 year. Next thing you know, the guy's on IR, taking up a roster spot, taking up an IR spot, and wasted money on the man. Do not bring back Adam Shaheen, people. Don't do it. Let him go. Find someone else. Do something different. Do not get Adam Shaheen back on this football team. Adam Shaheen not on the team. Deuces. Next guy on this list, Sam McGuavin. Now, Sam McGuavin is a guy I think you can get for cheap back to the Dolphins. He's a special teams dude. The problem with Sam McGuavin is that because he's a linebacker in a room that is short of positions, every time he's on the field, he's a liability, bro. He's just a liability. He gets caught out of position in the run game. He gets caught peeking in the run game and in the passing game. He gets looked off by mediocre quarterbacks at best. He's chasing. Don't get me wrong, he's made some plays, but Sam McGuavin totally got us again in the preseason, getting sacks, playing in position he's never going to play in. What's going on, Doug Smith? Shout out touchdown with Doug Smith. Oh, speaking of which, and I completely forgot, shout out to Dougley Durong hitting 40,000. Good for him, man. I mean, the OG of the Dolphins community, crushing it. He'll be over 50,000 by November. Watch. Mark my words, everybody. Dougley Durong will be over 50,000 subscribers in the month of November this year. Done. Sam McGuavin, to me, when they ask him to play in the defense, he's just too much of a liability. I would rather the Dolphins put Tyndall in there because at least the liability of Tyndall is that, hey, it's his second year. Hey, he didn't get a lot of time last year. Hey, maybe he'll grow better and da-da-da-da. He's our draft pick. Got to see him. Sam McGuavin, do not re-sign this guy. I don't want to see it. I don't want him back on the football team. And I think, honestly, maybe in a different scheme or in another team, he can be better utilized. What was the dude that we had here? He played linebacker for us. Oh my God, I just had his name. Neville Hewitt. I liked Neville Hewitt, but I could see the limitations in his game. I want to say he ended up going to the Jets or something like that. He got a bigger role. He made decent money, played some good football. He's still around. I think he's a free agent this year. He's a special teams guy. These guys are okay, but we got to look to churn the bottom sometimes. You can't let guys, man, it's such a horrible thing to say, but you can't let the Sam McGuavins and Neville Hewitts of the world just be on your rosters. You get a little too comfortable. They get a little bit too, hey, you know what? I didn't play this week. I didn't play last week. Probably not going to play this week, the next week. And then next week you ask them to play and they're like, kind of, oh shit. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they pop off, sometimes they fall off, and it becomes costly for us. That's just what I think. So no more locked doors. Gracias. No more Sam McGuavin. No more Adam Shaheen. Next guy I have on this list, and some people might disagree. I think a lot of, I don't know, I hate to say it, but a lot of casual fans would say, no, bring this guy back. We need this type of thing. Da 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 da. Don't get Teddy Bridgewater back here. Get Teddy Bridgewater out of here, bro. Whether or not you want to play conspiracy theory and that he, never mind, I'm not even going to go down that road, bro. Fuck that. Teddy Bridgewater, to me, was lackluster to say the least. I do not want a third quarterback on this football team at all. I'm sorry. They're rolling with Tua. If Tua can't stay healthy and we go to Skylar and it doesn't work out, then sorry. I don't want another $5, $6, $8 million, $10 million put against the cap for a third quarterback. I don't want to see it. I'm going to be pissed if the Dolphins do that and they go, well, you need a guy who can stay competitive because Tua gets injured maybe and you can't. Fuck all that. If Tua gets injured and we lose out on the playoffs, then that's on Tua. That's on this organization. No more filling the void with a Teddy Bridgewater who didn't win football games anyhow and just cost me money. Don't do this. Don't do it. Don't bring him back. Put more into Skylar Thompson. Make Skylar Thompson a better backup. Make Skylar Thompson not a backup. Make him a damn starter. Make him starting caliber type football player, and you ain't got to worry. You ain't got to worry about whether or not Tua goes down and if you're going to stay competitive. You got Skylar. You've been training to do that. And if Skylar plays well enough and Tua's injured too long or whatever, then fuck him too. He's out of here. We got Skylar time, bitches. But it ain't going to be Teddy time. That's for damn sure. So, deuces. Teddy Bridgewater. Next guy, easy decision. Buddy has straight up every year lost his job to somebody else. Every single year since we drafted this man. Michael Dieter. I'm sorry, Michael Dieter. You're center / guard / out of position tackle for anyone dumb enough to put you there. He has time and time again lost his job to either a new depth piece guy, a young guy, undrafted free agents, you name it. He's always losing his job. And he's just kind of like looks lost out there a little bit. Like, I don't know. Does Michael Dieter understand schematically what they're saying, what they want from him? I don't know. Oh, okay. Chef Jew. I appreciate that. I like that. Chef Jew putting down the responsibilities of an ambassador is like a general that has the power to and authority over the comment section to help keep order, help the channel grow, and promote to get subscribers. I like that. You are the man. Yeah, Michael Dieter, deuces, get out of here. Go away, buddy. Go away. Next guy and final guy on this list, Greg Little. And again, the Greg Little and the Teddy Bridgewater, I kind of have the same ordealio on this, is that like Greg Little is nothing to me other than a crutch for Austin Jackson. If Austin Jackson can't get on the field over guys like Greg Little, then don't hide him behind the bad play on Greg Little. Greg Little's playing terrible. Oh, no shit. He's not even supposed to be out there. It's supposed to be Austin Jackson. That's what I feel like guys like Teddy Bridgewater are. That's what I feel like guys like Greg Little are. That these are like shadow football players at times that are good for practicing, good for being in there. But when you put them out on the field, they're liabilities. And all they do is take all the bad PR for the guy they're hiding. Austin Jackson, Tua, who's injured, you name it. Doesn't matter. Do not re-sign Greg Little. Sign Brandon Shell. Bye-bye, Greg Little. Bring back that other dude we had in the playoffs. Can't remember his name, but bring him back, not Greg Little. Actually, I think he still is with the team, like exclusive rights, like or something like that. So he should be coming back. All right. Let's move on to the other part of this. These are Greg Little is not a solid backup. I guess Aqua, I'm not saying that he can't be a backup. Problem is that this team uses backups like Greg Little to crutch over their bad draft picks. to give them more time to develop so they don't put terrible film out and they get hurt confidences. Fuck your hurt confidence, bro. Go out there and execute, work harder, figure it out. If they're injured, fine. But that's still a knock on your ability, because the best ability is availability. How many times have we heard that? We don't hear that no more. Oh no, we need to be there. We need to be nice to a guy now because he's injured or some shit. I mean, I don't know. That ain't on me, dog. Why I gotta wear that? Why I gotta worry about it? I'm the fan. Dude's injured. That's a liability. Dude can't get it figured out and he's drafted in the first round. That's a liability. Using guys like Bridgewater, using guys like Greg Little to shield your mistakes, Chris Greer, Miami Dolphins, Stephen Ross. I'm going to point it out. I'm going to tell you how you're wrong, dog. So, free agents that are out there, not on the Dolphins free agents, because we went through the 5 free agents, I think, that are on the team we should say yes to. And again, that's Trey Flowers, Andrew Van Ginkel, Melvin Ingram, Nick Needham, Brandon Shell. Bring all 5 of those guys back. And then guys that are on the Dolphins that are free agents that I don't want to come back, Sam McGuavin, Adam Shaheen, Michael Dieter, Teddy Bridgewater, Greg Little. Don't bring those guys back. So now let's go to free agents that are on the open market that I would be interested in seeing in the Aqua and a Winch. So, number 1 on here is Jordan Poyer. Now, Dolphin fans, you guys have heard the stuff about Jordan Poyer. He's interested in what it would be like to play for a team other than Buffalo in a state that doesn't take half of his money. And he likes the idea of how cool it would be to stay in the division and play on the Dolphins. And he's a big friend of Tua. He likes Tua. Love you, Tua. My name is Jordan Poyer. I love you, Tua. Such an asshole. Anyhow, I know he's getting a little long in the tooth. He'll be 32 years old playing next year. So I'm hoping that the Dolphins can figure, if they were to pick up a guy like Poyer, who's, been a Pro Bowler, who's a damn good football player when healthy, could they say, hey, we're going to sign you to a 3-year deal, 2 of the years being connected. You're going to get $16 million guaranteed in those first 2 years, or $18 million guaranteed in those first 2 years. Signing bonus is going to come on, but you're only going to count X amount to the cap because it's a 3-year contract. There'll be $3 million in dead cap for year 3. So you're essentially only going to pay him $7 million a year in guaranteed money the first 2 years and carry the 3 over to make it 20, we'll say, and or even 6.5. So he's only going to count like 6.5 guaranteed against the cap year 1, 6.5 guaranteed against it in year 2. So it's really a 2-year contract. But incentives can give him upwards of, 12, 13 million. So it'll look like a $13 million a year contract would be like a $36 million, or even a $40 million contract for 3 years. And everybody be like, holy cow, they paid him a lot. Well, when you delve into it a little bit more, he's not really making that kind of money. He's actually only getting 20 million guaranteed, and they're giving him this in a bonus, and it's going to count 6.5, and then 3 if they cut him in year 3, only going to have 3 million in dead money. And they don't use him as the starting safety, which I would see him in a lot of starting roles, but they use him in this rotation in this young safety room that they have. And Fangio can have a veteran that he knows he can put into work and maneuver these guys. So be interesting if we got a guy like Jordan Poyer. I would be interested to see what Fangio would do. And there's a little bit of a theme here. I've only got one offensive guy to pick up because I feel like free agent wise, we're going to pick up some some free agents on the defense for Fangio that he's going to want to use as chess pieces in helping what we already have here on defense as to get his defensive scheme up and running around here. I'm pretty sure he looks at the defense and realizes that this scheme can be put together anyhow. But oh, what's up, buddy? What's up, buddy? Come here, Max. But that doesn't mean that they're not gonna pick up a couple people. So, the only offensive guy I do have on this list is the dude from the 49ers who played guard. God, it's Isaac or Isaac. Is it Isaac? I can't I'm butchering his name. It's Sumalo. He's offensive guard from the Niners. He got a lot of playing time this year. I think you can get him in dirt cheap. I would love to plug him in on this offensive line and have, a Connor Williams type of signing here by bringing him in. That would be so dope, bro. And he knows the scheme. He knows what we want around here. Go get the offensive guard. I can't even fucking read his name, dog, but I'll know him. It's Isaac or some shit like that. Is it Isaac? Yeah. I see us. I don't know. Let me see. Let me see if I can figure out how this bitch is. Hold on. See if I can get this thing to read it. Hold on. Jeez, Max. Okay, yeah, I know. All right. Okay, come here. Jeez Louise, bro. Gosh, man, just popped up right up underneath me. Okay, dude, relax, buddy. Okay. That's Isaac Simola. Either way, fuck it. We'll move on to the next guy. The next guy that I would like the Dolphins to take interest in, linebacker Trey Edmonds. It's an easy pick. I really think the Dolphins are going to run a lot of only two linebackers, off-ball linebackers at a time. They'll do a 4-2-5 a lot. Sometimes they'll sprinkle in a 4-3-4, but that third other linebacker will be, the Duke Rileys of the world, the Sam McGuavins of the world, the guys that you want playing off there, the multiple guys, Jerome Baker, and right next to him is Trey Edmonds. He played a lot of that in Buffalo. He can cover. He's super young. The money you're going to pay him, I think he's a scheme fit for Fangio, and I think you help your team while hurting a division opponent. That ain't never a bad thing. So hook it up. Let's get that too. Another linebacker that I would like for us to bring in here, which I think we can get him on a cheaper deal. I think he would be less, less money, but not too much less money. But I feel like you can finagle the contract because of his advanced age. Levante David. I think there's a way in which you can do a 3-year deal on Levante David and get him to come in here and do essentially what I was saying for the Poyer deal. I feel like I hate to call it bargain bin because it's stupid to even say like a Levante David's a bargain bin guy. Maybe he wants the bag. Or maybe he says, hey, listen, I've been living in Florida since I've been drafted by the Bucks, and I'm going to be able to stay in Miami. I'm willing to take less money to not move to a cold state. Maybe that's what he says. He's a Super Bowl winner. Maybe he just wants to, I don't know. I would be interested in a guy like that if the money's right and how that would work. Last guy that I have on the list, which to me it would signal a lot of what I've been telling you guys. I believe that they're going to have 5 DBs and they're going to rotate 3 safeties on the field a lot. Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates is going to get the money. He's 25, 26 years old right now. He's going to be young for he'll be, 30, 31, which a lot of these guys, as you notice, players are 31 years old and they're free agents. You know what I'm saying? You see this a lot. It hit the 30s and, they're looking for a new contract or hopefully got an extension with the team they already signed for. Jesse Bates, to me, coupled with Javon Holland, gives your DBs such flexibility. It gives it so much things that Fangio could do in the back end. It would be awesome. But I think he's going to make like 12 to 14 million guaranteed. Like he's going to be a highly paid safety out there. Maybe you can get away with like 10 and a half, 11 guaranteed, but like $15 million a year, depending on the incentives, but he going to make his money. He'll probably get a 4 or 5 year deal, 40 plus million guaranteed on that deal. So how the Dolphins can maneuver it, how much, a 5-year deal is so long to sign a guy these days. They really, other than, certain positions like defensive tackle or, a guy that's that you drafted that you're keeping around. Usually you sign a free agent, it's like a 4-year deal. But they pick up Jesse Bates, and I've been hearing some rumblings about the Jesse Bates thing that that Fangio really likes him and really wants him, but I'd have to check in on my end to see exactly how true that is. I haven't heard anything. To be honest, guys, the Dolphins have been dark. They have been silent. They're not even putting out the little puff piece stuff and little videos that they usually do. And every time the Dolphins get like this, where they're really playing everything close to the vest, they're doing something. They're talking to somebody. They're moving around in the shadows every time. So whether they're gearing up for shipping somebody off, Christian Wilkins, or gearing up to ship somebody in, Lamar Jackson, I don't know. But some shit's going on around yonder. All right. So again, 5 players on the free agent block that I would bring in here or would be excited about the Dolphins bringing in: Trey Edmonds, Levante David, Jordan Poyer, Jesse Bates, and Isaac Samlau, whatever the hell his name is, the guard. I would be those are kind of guys that I think you know what you're getting right away when you get them, and they help give you an eye. Well, other than the guard, the defensive guys, they tell you a lot about what Fangio is going to do on this defense, and what Mike McDaniel has an idea of what kind of defense he wants his Dolphins. Because let's face it, guys, I know Fangio's coming in here. He's making the same, if not more money than McDaniel. But I don't want to say McDaniel has to sign off on stuff, but he certainly is going to have his input in on this football team. And he knows that, hey, if you're going to sign a guy like Jesse Bates, and that means we can't afford these other guys, then I know, that could hurt the football team. But they end up signing a guy like Levante David, who gives you, say, a good deal, and Jordan Poyer gives you a decent deal too. You can get both those dudes, enough so that maybe McDaniel has money left over to address something else once the Dolphins work some of their contract renegotiations to get some more cap space. All right. So now we're going to move to 5 free agents out there that I don't want to see come on to the Dolphins. Number 1, I do not want Derek Carr near my football team. Don't want him here. I don't. I've already got a quarterback in the room that can play good football that I don't know if it's going to be the answer. I don't need a second one. I don't need a Derek Carr who plays some good football, but you don't ever know if he's the answer being around here. Thank you, but no thank you. He'll probably end up on the Jets, and it'll be hilarious to me because we'll be beating his ass twice a year. I do not want Derek Carr around here. I don't want to see him in a Dolphins jersey. And I don't think Dolphin fans are very hoppy, skippy, go lucky on here. Another guy I don't want to see on the Dolphins is Geno Smith. I don't think the Dolphins have any interest in Geno Smith. I don't know. I really question what kind of money is Geno Smith going to get? He had a decent year with Seattle, comeback player of the year, blah, 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 blah. But Geno Smith, like, ugh, like, no. Oddly enough, the next guy I got, this is all kind of coupled together, Jimmy G. I don't want Jimmy G on this football team. I could see the Dolphins signing Jimmy G. I could see the Dolphins signing Geno Smith. I could see the Dolphins signing Derek Carr. Any one of these 3 backup quarterbacks. Oh, it kind of goes down to what another guy I don't want. I don't want Teddy Bridgewater here either. I don't want 3 quarterbacks in my room no more. I don't care that we got an offensive-minded guru coach and we need this because our quarterback Tua, we don't know if he's going to play a full year. If you don't know your quarterback's going to play a full year, there's your answer. You've got a big problem. If you got to bring in guys like Geno Smith, Jimmy G, Carr, and they're going to be waiting in the wings going like, oh, yeah, like that picture, that meme with the dude going like this behind the tree, peeking around the tree. Like he's like, if you've got one of these 3 quarterbacks, Carr, Jimmy G, first of all, Carr's going to cost too much. Geno Smith, I don't know. Fuck, Dolphins love to give backup quarterbacks $10 million. I'm pretty sure Geno Smith would take $10 million to come back and play in Miami. Okay. Jimmy G, here you go. It's $10 million, Jimmy G. You can make 14. You're going to get 8 guaranteed, but you're going to make about 10. All 3 of these quarterbacks are sitting there licking their lips, waiting for Tua to fall and falter for them to get their shot on the field and take the job away from him. The Dolphins sign any of these quarterbacks, and I'm like, dude, you might as well just get rid of Tua. Trade him away. You're already showing how much you don't believe him, and they've consistently done this anyhow. And people are like, what are you talking about, Capitan? The Dolphins said Tua's their number 1 quarterback. He's going to be their guy. Bullshit. They've always said that Tua's our starting quarterback. He's our guy. No shit, he's under contract. He has to be your guy. You own him right now, Miami. That don't mean you believe in him. Talking to Brady, talking to friggin' Deshaun Watson, talking to Jimmy G. They've already talked to him. If they bring in Jimmy G, which very well may happen, do we need that in the fan base right now? Do we need Tua, having a down game and us clamoring for Jimmy G to take his job? Tua gets injured. Jimmy G comes in and he holds it down for 2 games and wins them. And then the Dolphins take Jimmy G out and put Tua in and he loses in his game back. And then we got to deal with, I don't want to deal with all that. Give me no one. The 3rd quarterback that comes in because Tua got injured and Skyler's now starting better be a freaking AJ McCarron or something, or go get Kitna off the friggin' couch or something. Go get like every other football team does. Tua's your starter or Tua is nothing. Okay? Hear me loud and clear, Dolphins fans and Miami Dolphins. either Tua is your starter and your quarterback in 2020, whatever, 2023, 2023, yeah, or he is nothing. Because if you bring in a Jimmy G, you've signaled that you don't believe in him and you should trade him. If you're considering any of these guys because of what they can give you as football players on the field, if or when Tua goes out, then get rid of him and give me somebody for real. Go get a Lamar Jackson. Quit playing games. Tired of it. Or get nobody. Don't get Lamar. You don't want to pay Lamar? Fine. But get rid of Tua, ride out a year with Jimmy G, and go get a fucking quarterback next year's draft. Do that. But get something for Tua while you can. You don't want Lamar, you don't want to pay Lamar the money, then don't. But trade Tua to a team that will give him a shot or believe in him the way you should if you're thinking about getting a Carr, a Jimmy G, or a fucking a Geno Smith. I swear to goodness. Jimmy G becomes a Dolphins quarterback as the backup, and then they'll be grading. The Dolphins fans will be like, we got an A in our quarterback room because we got Tua and Jimmy G and Skyler the kid. Like, bro, don't do that to me. Ride Tua till the wheels fall off, because if the wheels fall off, then we already got our answer anyhow. That's what I think. Next player on this list I don't want to see the Dolphins pick up from free agency is Odell Beckham Jr. Do not bring him into this football team. I feel like that if Odell Beckham Jr. comes to the Dolphins, it'll be, say if we pick him up in free agency, say he's getting, I don't know, whatever his money is. I don't give it 3 months on the football team before he's in a fist fight with somebody in the locker room. Probably Tyreek Hill and him put hands on each other. That might be worth the price of admission. But I don't want OBJ around here. I don't need his antics. I don't need him demanding the football with another guy I know demanding the football with a young guy that demands the football. Like, I just don't need those problems. Dolphin fans don't talk about OBJ. I don't even think we need to go get any wide receivers at all. Don't get it. Oh, God. I think Tua could take OBJ. Honestly. Meister finisher. I think Tua would whip OBJ's ass. Honestly. I think OBJ can't really fight. I think he throws fists, but I don't think he's a fighter. I think Tua would body his ass. Honestly, I think Tua would fucking body him and kick him with one of those fucking, kick him right in his solar plex and fuck his deal up. The last guy on the free agent no list that I'm going to be irritated if I start hearing it, Jadeveon Clowney. God, dude, do not fall for the banana in the tailpipe with Jadeveon Clowney, guys. For years now, the team has liked, the organization has liked Jadeveon Clowney and what his skill set is. This hybrid freak athlete. I've always heard it, yet he's always kind of injured. He always puts up like minimal pedestrian numbers, but just good enough to demand another payday and fleece whatever team is paying him. Do not give me the Jadeveon Clowney nonsense. Don't do it, Dolphins. Don't have him want to be here in Miami, and he wants to be here, and he would like it, and he's a Miami kind of guy. Don't do it. That is a guy that is worried more about his bank account and himself than me. And you're like, me? El Capitan, he don't even know you. Yeah, me, the fan base, what we want. Here's what happens, Dolphins fans. Y'all think that you can get what you want as a fan, a Super Bowl, but also everyone else gets what they want as people. Jadeveon Clowney can make all the money in the world. You can pay all the money in the world that they deserve. I want them to be happy because I love the players. Well, that ain't helping me. I like it. I'm not going to say that I hate that stuff, but I'm not. Y'all are fighting for the wrong team. The team is the Dolphins. And to be honest, the Dolphins fan base needs a little bit better unification on demanding results from this franchise, not support. We already give them the support. We buy their product, we watch their games, we go to their friggin' games. I mean, damn, dude, I put on a show about it. We give support. You guys are here right now, all 80 plus of you, all 100 plus that have been watching, a couple hundred now watching. We have support. We support the team. It's time they support us. That's what. So, real quick, yeses, Trey Flowers, Andrew Van Ginkel, Melvin Ingram, Nick Needham, Brandon Shell, Trey Edmonds, Isaac Simbolio, Levante David, Jordan Poyer, Jesse Bates. These are guys that I would like on the Dolphins. Get them all. Bring everybody in here. No. The nose on free agency. Jadeveon Clowney, kick fucking rocks, bud. Kick rocks. Next thing you know, we'll see Jadeveon Clowney not get picked by anybody, and then he'll come in after like week 3 or 4 to a team on a veteran minimum, and he'll play lights out. He'll be like, he'll be, sacks and strips and fucking fumble recoveries and you name interceptions. And it'll be like, damn, he's playing great because he wants to get paid again. That guy plays for incentives, not for what he's getting paid for. Carr, do not bring Carr. Jimmy G, do not bring him. Geno Smith, do not bring him. OBJ, no. Don't bring any of these guys. Sam McGuavin, goodbye. Adam Shaheen, get. I didn't even know I knew, but most people don't even know the guy was still on the team last year. Michael Dieter. Michael Dieter is just going to be a guy somewhere else, please. Teddy Bridgewater, no. I don't care that Teddy will take less money. I don't care that Teddy says, hey, I'll come back on a 1-year, $4 million guaranteed deal with, I can make 5.5. He's a cheap backup option. I don't want it. I don't. It's an excuse. It's a crutch. It's bullshit. I know what you're paying that man $4 million guaranteed for to come do some BS for you. And then Greg Little, I don't want him either. No. Dalvin Cook, Aqua. No, if they cut Dalvin Cook, but I ain't trading for Dalvin Cook. No way. Fuck that. Dude, I'm telling y'all right now, they trade for Dalvin Cook. It's the beginning of the end. And then you're like, what do you mean? We're going to take on his contract. When you start paying, why do you think this happens with running backs all the time? They get the bag, they get a contract, and before that contract is out of it comes to year 3, the teams that are paying him are trying to get him the fuck out of there. They're like, hey, anybody want Dalvin Cook? Hey, anybody want Ezekiel Elliott? Hey, anybody want freaking Derrick Henry? I mean, these guys just never live up to the money. They don't. So, yeah, I think they bring back one of these two guys, Moser or Wilson. I don't know which. Again, an odd thing here is that the Dolphins need to. It feels like to me like the Dolphins are on hold. Feels like they're waiting. Feels like they're waiting for other teams to make cuts. Feels like they're waiting for the draft to come. It doesn't feel like they're waiting to pick draft picks. It feels like I don't know what they're doing. I don't know. Are they in contract talks with players that they have? I mean, listen, players aren't that are under contract. Bradley Chubb, Manuel Agba, all these guys that are making the big money on the football team. They usually always do the restructure because it puts more money instantly in their pocket, gives them more peace of mind if the contract says so and how it works, and it frees up cap space for the team. That's why his contracts are written this way. Let's be real. But the Dolphins haven't done any of those deals yet. They haven't freed up the money. They're just letting everything simmer. Why? Right now, the Dolphins have $12 million in change in cap space, going to go up to 16. But they could easily be 60, 65 million with some restructures and, cutting Byron Jones, which we know is happening. When, how, whatever. What are they waiting for as far as clearing money goes? I don't know. I don't know, John. I do think I honestly, yeah, I feel like there's a trade coming. I really do. I feel like there's a trade coming. I really do. To me, when the Dolphins front office get this quiet, it tells me that they're either gonna make a splash and bring in someone in, which is usually guy breaks the bank. He's getting top 3 in his position or highest paid of all time, some shit like that, bro. That's usually how that goes. Or they're trading somebody or trading for somebody. I don't know. I don't know. Here's something. If the Dolphins were fielding offers for Christian Wilkins while also wanting Lamar Jackson, and this could be sticky. Okay. Got to be quiet because the more people you tell, the easier this stuff gets out. And we know how good the Ravens are about not talking and keeping things a tight lid. If you don't know what I'm talking about, when they traded Marquise Brown to the Cardinals, it was done soon after that season ended and was kept secret till the night of draft night. And it was written in a language that he couldn't tell anyone, including Lamar. So, that being said, they could easily be in the talks with that team. Now, would they, if the Dolphins were in a trade scenario for Lamar, it would ultimately cost them Christian Wilkins. And maybe that's a guy that they want. I can't imagine why it wouldn't be a guy that they want. They need interior defensive line help, and that is exactly the type of dude that the Ravens have brought in for years now. They bring in these guys on the D-line. They've done it. Whether they draft them or they sign them or whatever, they love to do that. It's a part of the linchpin of that organization. So, but maybe the Dolphins, as far as equal to in value of what they would give for Lamar in a metaphorical trade, maybe somebody else out there would give them more for Christian Wilkins in a trade. Maybe someone goes, hey, I'll give you 2 first-round picks and a second. I'll give you my first this year, my first next year, and my second this year for him. And maybe in value to the Lamar, to couple that to Lamar from the Ravens, is higher in value in which the Ravens would be acceptable. They say, hey, give me Christian Wilkins and a first-round pick and a second-round pick. And you're like, no, I'm not doing that. And they're like, yeah, Christian Wilkins equals a first and a second, and you give me a first and a second. You're like, no, Christian Wilkins is worth 2 firsts on the trading block. Like, no. Like, all right, I'll tell you what. I'll get you your 2 firsts and your 2 seconds trade Christian Wilkins. I get 2 firsts and a second. I give you my second, and boom, look at that. You got two firsts and 2 seconds, and all I've lost was Christian Wilkins and a second round pick this year for Lamar. These types of rat's nest situations where you got to get all the, you in your fishing line, you got to your spools back and you got to pick through it and get it all up. Something like that's going on. I'm not saying this is going on. I'm saying something like that's going on. Or it's in the other aspect that they're working out deals with Christian Wilkins, with other guys that they want to bring in free agents, whether it's Poyer or Edmonds, and they're going, okay, well, we want to sign Edmonds and Poyer. We know that we're going to need to pay them year one $22 million against our cap. Well, how do we do that? With $12 million, who do we need to shake down? How much do we need to restructure the contracts? This guy, this guy, this guy. All this stuff is happening. We're going to see here directly with the radio silence that we're getting from the Dolphins that they're working out the numbers and crunching via either trade, via either contract negotiations, and what they need to get from their own players and restructures, or what. Who is shipping out? Who's coming in? Big changes finna be coming. And are they already counting the post-June 1st cut of Byron? Or are they going, hey, there's the money we're going to pay our draft picks? I don't know. So, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But there's plenty of things right now that give me the feeling that when the Dolphins are not giving us, I mean, look, they don't have to give us anything, but because they're being so close-lipped right now, makes me feel like something's coming down the pike. It usually is. It usually means so. And also, we definitely know that they use this time to gear up for the draft and, draft prospects, and they're getting ready for the combine. But they're also, you got to remember, a lot of these things, this is where, the other GMs are in the same building. They do their meetings. They do, the combine thing. The scouts are talking. The GMs are talking. The gossip starts getting rolling. And, you find out from the player personnel scout from the Ravens that, through the Dolphins regional scout and their old buddies, he's like, oh man, dude, the Ravens badly want to get rid of Lamar. They would take this for him. Or Ravens badly want Christian Wilkins. They're willing to trade because they're letting Lamar walk. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Some shit could be down yonder. I don't know. But we will get into more of that stuff as more of it reveals itself. Still gossip, rumors, news, everything all the time. You guys know we're going to come out here with it. But guys, that will be the end of the program for the evening. Make sure you guys are checking out all the great content. The Fins Tailgate, the Rabid Dolphin, going to be doing some stuff with DTA, doing the Dolphins debriefs. They're going to be doing some stuff here soon in the middays. You got late night color commentary and coffee and a cup of color. Hopefully color will be getting on the ball here soon. He's still settled in and trying to get his workflow back into routine. And you guys know we got late night exhale with Ali, as well as some broken takes and shake money coming at you soon enough. Cash App, Venmo, the Fins Tailgate. Guys, also make sure to join the membership. Make sure to donate to the channel. There's super thanks. There's super chat. There's memberships. There's the links in the description for Fanatics. There's links in the description for Doobie energy drinks. There's links in the description for Backroom Collection. Go to the homepage, subscribe, share. This show continues to grow because of you guys. And we appreciate everything you guys do around here. And yeah, guys, make sure to hit the notification bell and catch us next time. Fins up, everybody.